Between the spring and summer of 2000, around 8 calls made by Khalid al-Mihdhar from San Diego to the al-Qaeda communications hub in Sana'a, Yemen, owned by Ahmed al-Hada, his father-in-law, were intercepted by the NSA. At least one of the calls made from a phone registered to Nawaf al-Hazmi in their San Diego apartment. Other calls are made from a mobile phone registered to Nawaf al-Hazmi. Calls may also be made from the communications hub to the United States. One of those calls takes place days after the move into their San Diego apartment in February. Another is on March 30th, 2000, and it lasts 16 minutes. Though NSA analysts pick up the first name Khalid, they do not connect it to the second name, even though the NSA has been intercepting communications to and from the hub involving him throughout the year 1999. He is on the NSA watch list at this point. Some, or perhaps all of the calls are between Khalid al-Mihdhar and his wife, who lives at the communications hub and gives birth to his daughter in early 2000 while Khalid al-Mihdhar was in the United States. However, the NSA analysts suspect that Khalid is part of an operational cadre. According to the 9/11 congressional inquiry, the NSA disseminates some of the information to the FBI, the CIA, and other agencies, but not all of it, as it apparently does not meet reporting thresholds. It is unclear why it did not meet such thresholds, although some sources suggest he was just talking to the wife. Another source suggests that operational information was passed on during the calls between early 2000 and the summer of 2001. However, two FBI agents who worked on al-Qaeda cases relating to Yemen, Dan Coleman and Ali Soufan, were later claimed that they and other counterterrorism officials only learned about these calls after 9/11. Author Lawrence Wright will comment, quote, "You know, this is the key. The NSA is all over this phone. And everybody, that has any connection with it, drawing links from that phone. Now imagine 8 lines from Yemen to San Diego. How obvious would it be that al-Qaeda is in America?" End quote. The NSA also intercepted other various communications between the two future hijackers and the communications hub between early 2000 all the way into the summer of 2001. During the following months, from the safety of Afghanistan, bin Laden personally managed the 9/11 plot. By the summer of 2001, investigators say word spread throughout the jihadist community, all the way to Indonesia and the Philippines, of an imminent attack on the United States. The intelligence services, foreign and domestic, would sound the horn and give vague intelligence about bin Laden wanting to attack the United States. At one of his camps in Al-Farouk, bin Laden urged trainees to pray for the success of a coming attack involving 20 martyrs. In the United States, between May and July of 2001, the NSA, which eavesdrops on communications from around the world, reported 33 phone calls that suggested a possibly imminent terrorist attack, according to a congressional investigation. In May, an intelligence report indicated that al-Qaeda operatives were planning to infiltrate the United States to carry out an attack using explosives. In June, a CIA report said important bin Laden operatives were disappearing. Others were preparing for martyrdom. Said one commissioner, Tim Romer, quote, "We have people in Washington, CIA director and others saying their hair was on fire. There is a spike in the warnings. Why didn't they share all the information which could have stopped it?" End quote.